What if I told you that you could turn the editing skills that you already have into one of the most valuable income streams in the world in under 2 weeks? Well, fortunately for you, over the past year or so, the digital economy has experienced a huge shift, and creators have started paying thousands for a specific type of editing. So today, I'm going to show you how to get filthy rich from selling something that you already know how to do, just in a completely different way. If you're new here, my name is Joseph and I am a full-time YouTube video editor. Over the past 3 years, I've been working with huge creators like Nathan Nazareth, Sterling Cooper, Benjamin Sader, and making a fuck ton of money while doing so. So if you're interested in scaling your income with video editing, then you are in the right place. 5 years ago or so, the way of making money with YouTube was completely different. If you didn't already know, the way most YouTubers get paid is through something called AdSense. This is where YouTube runs ads before or in the middle of creators' videos, and the advertisers pay for that. And then YouTube splits the revenue 40% to the creator and 60% to YouTube. And for a while, this is the only way that creators were making money. The more views they'd get, the more money they would make. So this resulted in every single YouTuber thinking, how can I get more views? Because if they got more views, they would make more money. And eventually, creators figured out that it was a mixture of click-through rate, the amount of people who click on the thumbnail who see it in their feed out of 100, and watch time, how long people watch the video. This tells YouTube that, hey, people are enjoying watching this video, and then pushes it to more people. And look, it works. Creators who are retention hacking their videos are getting millions and millions of views. And on average, for about every million views a YouTube video gets, the creator gets about $10,000. This birthed what I like to call the retention era of YouTube. And this is exactly how creators like MrBeast and the Sidemen have exploded over the past few years. They make the thumbnails as clickable as possible and made the videos so hyper edited that the retention is 70% or more. Now, this surge in retention hacking has caused a massive demand for video editors, specifically a style called hyper editing, where every second of the video is filled with animations, sound effects, music, literally everything. And this style takes editors ages to produce. For a 10-minute hyper edited video, you're probably looking at over a week of work. And sure, editors would get paid fairly for this, maybe $1,000 per video. And what's that over a month? $4,000. That's a decent income. Now, if you search on YouTube how to make money with video editing, every editing guru is doing this style. They're working for these creators with millions and millions of subscribers and spending weeks making these hyper edited videos. The problem with this model is, if you don't want to be editing 10 hours a day, then it isn't going to work. If somebody's paying $1,000 for a video, they're going to expect a masterpiece. Therefore, you can't be editing it for a couple hours a day. It's going to take you a month to finish. And when I was looking for new ways to make money as an editor, this really pissed me off. Sure, I enjoy editing, but I don't want to be doing it 12 hours a day. I'd much rather work a couple hours in the morning, a couple hours in the afternoon, and make 10K per month doing that. So that's exactly what I did. I went out and found a way to make thousands of dollars every single week by only working about 4 hours a day. And let me tell you, it wasn't through hyper editing. This is when I stumbled across the new meta for YouTube. I found these weird, super niche YouTube channels that were claiming to make tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month. But it didn't really add up. They were getting 1,000, maybe 10,000 views a video. I thought you had to be getting millions of views to make any substantial money. Well, it turns out I was completely wrong. These creators were making super niche videos, talking to a very select group of people. But this small group of people found the information extremely valuable. So then, when they found out that they could buy more information from the creator, they did it instantly. This is how small creators are making big money from YouTube. Let me give you an example to explain. Imagine there's a YouTuber who is a talking coach. He has 10,000 subscribers and gets maybe 2,000 views every single video. But the 2,000 people who click on a video about how to talk better really care about talking better. Therefore, when they watch it, they feel like that video was made for them specifically. We're going to imagine that this talking coach is selling a course for $1,000. Let's break down the math. Their video gets 2,000 views. Out of those 2,000 people, let's say 10% of them click on the link to their landing page. A landing page is basically where the creator sells their product. And if the landing page is built well, let's say that 4% of that 10% buy the product. What does that work out to? Well, 10% of 2,000 is 200, and 4% of 200 is 8. That's 8 people who have bought $1,000 product, which is obviously $8,000. $8,000 from 2,000 views. Whereas when creators were relying on AdSense, that was $10,000 from 1 million views. These small educational creators are making way more than the large entertainment channels. But how can we take advantage of this as a video editor? Well, I haven't even told you the best part of this new meta on YouTube. If you want my personal help finding these creators, getting them to say yes, and building an editing business that facilitates freedom, then you can apply to work with me using the first link in the description. I only take on 3 to 5 people per month as it's a significant investment in my time. But if you're an editor making $1,000 a month or so and want to scale to 5 or 10K per month, then my mentorship is perfect for you. So if you're interested, click the first link in the description. The creators doing the old way, they have to game the algorithm, make retention optimized videos with animations that take hours to do every single 10 seconds of the video. Whereas these new educational creators selling digital products, well, they have an older audience. And quite frankly, an older audience would be put off by this editing style. So instead, all they want are simple edits. Simple professional edits that just make the video easier to understand. I'm talking about title screens, maybe a couple of diagrams, and a lower third to emphasize what they're saying. Nothing more. Now, here's the clever part. Because these videos are so simple, we can edit them in under 2 hours. Before you think I'm crazy because you've been spending 10 hours editing every single video for your whole career, just listen. If you want to take advantage of this shift in the creator economy, you need to drop the perfectionism mindset. The market doesn't care about fancy animations anymore. Sure, they look good, but they're not useful to the creators who are printing money. An amazing example of this is a guy called Ed Lawrence. Before, he had a channel called Film Booth. He'd make these amazingly edited videos that took him 20 hours each, until he realized that if he made these boring videos where he sat down, talked to the camera for 20 minutes, giving real value, they would make him way more money. And all the editor has to do is put some text on the screen here and there. And Ed, he's making millions and millions of dollars every single year. And honestly, his editor is taking a healthy sum of that. The best way to think about this is to stop being an artist and become a business. I'm sure you got into editing because you wanted a way to make money doing something you enjoy. But what matters more to you, enjoying it or making money from it? The editor who's an artist, they're working with these old creators, the ones with millions of subscribers who need hyper edits. They're making a couple $1,000s a month, but they're working 80 hours or more per week, sat hunched over their desk in After Effects, not having any time to enjoy their life. Whereas the editor who prioritizes business, he's editing 4 hours a day, making these simple videos. Sure, they don't look as good as the artist editors, but he's making way more money. Let's say he only charges $250 per video. That is a totally reasonable price. If a creator's making 10 grand off every single video they upload, they'd be more than happy to give the editor $250. But because these videos are so simple, he can edit 2 of them a day in under 4 hours. That's $500 every single day. 5 days a week, that's $2,500. If you wanted to do 7 days a week, that's $3,000. But even at 5 days a week, that's 10 grand a month from only working 4 hours a day. If you want to learn how I made $53,000 in under 8 months using this exact business model, then click this video up here.